welcome back to Try It Tuesday. This week, we will be making this really cool book page garland. I'm not sure if you can see that here. I have it laying across the table. It's for decorating for fall. And if you can stop by the library today at 4 p.m., we have a kit that contains all the supplies that you need to make a book page garland. If you're unable to stop by the library, a lot of the supplies in here are readily available. You can give us a quick stop by on your way home from voting today. So let me show you what's going to be in your kit if you swing by. We have some book pages. No readable books were harmed in the making of this craft. We found, we upcycled books that were already falling apart. Some of the pages were either missing or completely falling apart. As you can see, some of the book pages have the yellowed edges, which I think are great. Gives your garland some character. So you'll find maybe about 15 or so pages in there. You'll have extra. You'll find two leaf templates, different shapes. There'll be different shapes in different kits. And then you'll find some twine. And that's everything that you'll find in your kit. And then at home, what you'll need to supply is a pair of scissors, a pencil, and a hole punch. It could be a hand hole punch or the larger one. Both will work. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what to do. It's super simple and loads of fun. You don't have to make it exactly like mine. You can switch it up and add more or place them closer together. You can add your own little flair. So the first thing you're going to do is get your template, set it on top of your book pages, and get a pencil and go ahead and trace around the entire leaf. And you're going to want to take your time. Oops. As you can see, the leaves that we cut out for your templates were also upcycled pieces of cardstock. We at the library are very good about reusing and reducing waste. Also wanted to point out to you the little envelope that your kit comes in is actually the instructions. So there is no waste here. We use the instruction sheet to place all of your items in and make a little pocket. I'm very proud of that fact. So, okay, once you have your template drawn on, you want to do maybe 3 or 4, I'm going to do 4 pages at the same time, depending on how sharp your scissors is. So you just go ahead and get your scissors, save yourself some time, and cut out 3 or 4 or 5 at the same time. The really cool thing about this is you don't have to be precise on the line. You have some wiggle room as far as getting the leaf to look how you want it. That's probably my favorite thing about this craft. I love that you can make it your own. Actually, I love that about most crafts. It doesn't have to be exact. All right, we'll pause here while I finish cutting out my leaf.
2, 1.
Okay, so now that I've cut out both of the templates, I have several copies of each leaf that I have here. What you want to do is get your hole punch and punch a hole a little ways down from the top. You want to make sure you have a little extra space, not too close, because the paper is thin. You don't want it to tear. So I'll do this one as well. I'm going to put it down about here. Yeah, that looks good. You can go ahead and do them all at the same time. And then you're going to get your twine. I usually kind of measure out where I want to place this so I know if I have the length of the twine that I need. So you're going to want to do that. Figure out where you want to place it in your home, and then you might want to trim it shorter. So I'm going to get the first leaf. They're sticking together a little bit. There we go. And all you're going to do is slide it through. I usually slide it all the way to the end spot. You're going to want to leave a little extra tail for tying it and placing it whoops, it's getting attached to me, and placing it where you want to. And then what I do here is I tie a very loose knot to hold it in place so that it doesn't slide down and it'll stay right where I want it. You don't want to tie this knot too tight because it will tear through your paper. Some other things you might want to consider doing is if you have a lot of clothespins, you could clothespin your leaf onto the string. But that's totally up to you. This works just fine. So what I do is I usually alternate leaves. So I do one of the large ones and then I'll string through one of the small ones. And then I'll do the same thing with the loose knot. And what you want to do is get, this is the end that's next to the leaf, and then you want to get your loose end. Oops, let me grab that there. And you're just going to run it through here. Make a little knot, and if you hold it, oops, my other garland wants to be attached to this one. I'm not sure why. There we go. And then just a loose knot to hold it in place, just like that. So this is a very basic, I like the black and white color scheme. It goes with everything, but some of the other things that you can add if you wish is you can do some little decorative pencil marks around the edge with color pencils or crayons. That works well. If you want to venture into glitter, you can do that as well. So customize it, make it your own, and hopefully you'll take a photo of it after you've placed it somewhere and share it with us. Thanks for joining us this week, and I hope to see you next week. Aloha!